Natalie Z here. I'd like to document something that happened to me yesterday in regards to men, older men, thinking they have access without asking or consent or anything like that, not even knowing what consent is. So yesterday was a friend's birthday. Now there's a person that always goes to her birthday. Last year he wasn't there. That was fantastic. Had a great day. Other years recently, I have kind of tried to avoid him, haven't hugged him on the in, haven't hugged him on the out, just ignored him, kind of done the party from the other side of the party and just avoided him. Because as a married man, when my boys were kind of little, under 8, he visited my house one night in Matakana when my husband was away. Friend of a friend came in, sat on the couch, had a bit of a chat, seemed to want to give me a massage, wasn't really fucking interested. He's an ugly old man. And he's 17, so this is like, 12 years ago. Anyway, as got him out the door, as he left, gave him a hug, went to peck on the cheek kind of thing, and the cunt stuck his tongue in my mouth. Pushed him away, don't even know how he got into my mouth, but he did. Pushed him away, thank you, night, goodbye, fuck off. So since then, that was 12 years ago, every year I go to her birthday. I think I missed one with a migraine, but I've been avoiding him. Sometimes he doesn't go. Absolutely wonderful. Yesterday he was there. So I wore a beautiful yellow dress. I don't even want to, it was, it's just a fucking dress. Okay, it looks great on me. I look fucking great. Sorry, I apologize. He was the only one there when we arrived. I took my 2 boys with me, 17 and 19. They were having a good old chat. They thought this old guy was kind of, pretty cool. Anyway, unfortunately, I had an incident with him. I had 2 incidents, actually. I went back to the house to, like everyone was partying outside. I went into the house to go up to the kitchen to get something. He was up there. Okay, yeah, we had a quick smoke on the deck. As I was talking to him, I was telling him a story about something, and I even stood up to kind of be animated with it. Looking too fucking good in my yellow dress. Do you know what this cunt said to me? He said, "Oh, you can stop talking, just keep dancing." I didn't consider what I was doing dancing, and I wasn't offering my body movements as a pleasure principle for him. So when he said that, I just like, ha, and sat down. I thought, fuck you. And at that point, I just wanted to get out of his presence because he's already kind of clued into, telling me basically that he's taking advantage of me sexually just through looking at me. And I'm like, yeah, nah, fuck off. So I got up to leave, had to walk past him into the house to go down the stairs to outside. And as I went to walk past him, he just grabbed me, pulled me up against him, and, quite a strong man for an old fuck, and starts grabbing and massaging my back. And I'm like, yeah, thanks, mate. No, push him away. He made some fucking verbal excuse about whatever he said. Oh, that's right. At that point, he said, you just need to calm down. You just need to slow down. Now, for the men out there, don't fucking tell me what I need and what I don't need, because you have no fucking idea. What I needed in that moment was for that cunt to get the fuck off me, right? So he says that. I just pushed him away. I'm outside. Unfucking fortunately, as I went out the back, someone asked for a bottle of wine. Not that I was the waitress at all, but I was going to be included in that bottle of wine. Someone else wanted something, a rubbish bag. So I wandered back up, and I'm like, fucking hell, I'm going back up there. He's the only one up there. But as I went in the door, he was coming down the stairs. So I'm like, got to get something for someone else. Tried to get past him. The fucking cunt grabbed me again, squeezed me to his body, and starts massaging. You need to relax. And I'm like, I don't think I said fucking, but I said, what I don't need is this right now. Thank you. Again, he's making some fucking excuse verbally, didn't even hear it, wasn't interested, something about, I didn't really mean it like that, whatever like that is. You're touching me without fucking permission. Get the fuck off my body. You don't have access to me. Anyway, so I went back down, got my things, went back out. He was back in his corner over there. Earlier we'd have been having a chat and he said something about the spa pool, which I always get into. I never not get into the spa pool at my friends'. He made some comment about going in naked and I'm like, well, I'm fucking going in with you. So basically the spa was out. My boys had a spa, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so about that time I thought, I was kind of like quite agitated and I really felt like if he fucking touches me again, he's going to get his nuts squashed between his perineum and my knee. Quite honestly, I don't think I could have stopped myself if a third time had happened. I can actually feel my body shaking now just describing the whole situation. Anyway, I went out the back and I sat on a bench with my 17-year-old and I said, you know that guy upstairs, the grey-haired? He goes, oh, the one who's talking about Santa Claus. I'm like, yeah, that one. Well, this is what just happened. And this is what he did to me years ago when you were tiny. And this is why I kind of avoid him. And just getting a 17-year-old's perspective, his perspective was, Mum, that's assault. And I'm like, yeah. And I said, if he touches me again, I'm going to hurt him. And I think my 17-year-old would have joined me. The 19-year-old thought about the same thing. Anyway, shortly after that, his energy seemed off. He seemed really weird. It seemed like he was blaming me for not accepting his advances or his whatever. Like, you know, he was the boss of what I needed in the moment and had access to just give me what he thought I needed. Anyway, talking to someone else later in the day, she had also had experience of him hugging her and hand slides straight down to under the arse. I haven't spoken to my friend about any of this. Sometimes when we're on the phone, she likes to talk about this guy as just wonderful, straight up guy. And I just kind of cringe and I just can't even engage with discussing him. I think he's a dirty old fucking cunt. And she doesn't see it that way. And for some reason, he doesn't behave that way to her, but he does to people like me, and he does to people like this other lady. So really what I'm asking is, for every man everywhere, please don't touch a woman unless you ask for consent. I mean, if he'd just stood there and said, oh, you sound like you need a massage. Here, let me rub your shoulders. Not that I would have said yes, but that would be more acceptable than grabbing someone, pulling them up against your chest and holding them there while you start trying to massage their neck and upper shoulders. Because I can feel your fucking penis pressing into my body. And you know what? When I felt the first penis pressing into my body at 15, when a school friend's father threw me up against the wall at lunchtime, said he needed me and pressed his heart on into me, it was just as unimpressive then as it is now. It is just as unimpressive now as it was then. I've been fucking Me Too'd my entire life. I do not accept touch from men ever unless it's consented. Do you understand? This is to every fucking man out there. Don't fucking touch women unless you have full consent, which means their eyes are looking at your eyes saying yes. Now, what you don't realise on top of all this is how long it can take a woman who has had trauma similar to this in the past, how long it can take her to come back to a even keel and process and move through and let go of your fucking shit that shouldn't be put on us because it's yours. I honestly wish he'd come at me again because I really wanted to fucking lay that fucker on the ground. So he's lucky he didn't. Because first time I say no, second time you don't have any fucking right to touch me after I've already said no. Third time would have meant a lot of bruising. Do you understand? Good. Fucking understand it. Thank you. Over and out.